You see what's going on with all the analytics. We discussed last week about John Harbaugh's decision to go for it and on 4th and goal, and it didn't work out. And then you saw what Brandon Staley did yesterday, where he goes for it right at midfield with a minute to go instead of punting up 3, and it almost cost him. Keenan Allen even tweeted out when he was not playing, WTF are we doing? And so how do you think that sits in a locker room?
Well, I think
Chris?
I think he meant to type WFT. He forgot that they're now the Commanders. Maybe he was watching
Could have been
Carson with the ball in his hands 3 times. So I want to give him an out here, Rich. But no, honestly, dude, I was really concerned about that. Not just the call. I hate the call. And I hate the call in context. And I got nothing against Brandon Staley. My brother played for him and says he's awesome.
Yep.
I think he seems like a good guy and a good coach. But I know guys have their mantra and their stuff and their identity. But when you get so concerned with who you are and not what you need to do in the moment, you get lost, right? This is the moment that's been presented. I know the analytics, which are split, by the way. Next Gen Stats says, punt. The 4th down decision bot is on drugs. They say, go for it. Analytics are great, but pair it with the context. Who are you punting the ball to? How many timeouts do they have left? You punt the ball to Jacoby Brissett, who, is a good player, but if your defense can't hold him down 70 yards, whatever it would be, no timeouts, rushers, a rusher like Khalil Mack, a defense like you have, if you can't do that, you don't deserve to win the game anyways. And when you get so caught up in trying to be who you are or who you think you are, and you don't try to win the football game for your guys, you get tweets like that. And, it's a bad sign. I kind of went as far as saying canary in the coal mine a little bit with Keenan's tweet, but, he's a dude. He's their dude. And I'm sure he'll tell you we're good. Everything's fine. I just was blah, blah, blah. But I just feel like that's not a good sign. And that guy last year cost them a chance to go to the playoffs. Playoff checks, a playoff appearance, because he was obsessed with doing it the way he thinks they're supposed to be and not doing the thing in the moment that's going to advance the ball for his team. And I just get a little irritated by that because if I'm a player, I'm kind of pissed about that.
The fact that he felt compelled to hit send, right? I mean, that's his coach. We were all second guessing. The whole country was second guessing. I mean, and Cleveland had the game winner on the foot of a kid who actually, creased the uprights earlier this year with no time left in one of the wins for Cleveland. They're lucky. I mean, they are really lucky.
Yes, they are. They're really lucky. In Cleveland, we thought, man, it'd be pretty scary if they were, for a few reasons, if they were in it when Deshaun Watson gets back, right? Because they're pretty good. And the first couple games of the season, the first 6, I believe, were among the easiest in the league. They've dropped close games. The spectacular loss to your Jets, by the way, are cooking. Shout out to Joe Douglas.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta lost a close ball game there. Had chances to win that ball game, and then the way they lost, they lost that ball game yesterday. So you come out of that 5-game stretch 2-3, and now you've got New England, who's rounding into form a little bit, whatever that form looks like. They're rounding into it. Baltimore, Cincy, Miami, Buffalo, Tampa. So it's a bad missed opportunity by the Browns, and the Chargers are lucky.